This is The Digital Key, Season 3, Chapter 5. In this episode, we will be talking about the two different scales of interaction. You must imagine that all interactions between people occur both internally, representing one scale, and externally, as non-linear intersections, or hierarchical compulsion. That is, impulses are not merely expressed in the mind, but rather, begin in the mind, before extending outward into non-linearity. That is, intrusive impulses are the result of each step of the dialectical degeneration, which reflect priority in tautological or hierarchical reverse substitution. That is, these intrusive impulses originate from a foreign mind, produced by stacking of one consciousness on top of the other. But also, these intrusive impulses are mirrored by actual physical spatial intersections, occurring within nonlinearity, or the result of hierarchical compulsion through a stacked system member within infinite recursion. That is, the dialectical degeneration plays out in the macro scale, between stacked consciousnesses, resulting in intrusive impulses, which reflect nonlinear intersections in the microscale, or compelled phase flips within a bodily rhythm or cycle. Now, what is the impact of these two scales of interaction? The timing of expression of impulses belonging to affirmational rhythms or cycles and negational rhythms or cycles is linked to suppression of certain impulses. You must imagine that all these interacting minds are like a clockwork, with intrusive impulses acting to modulate the behavior of someone lower in priority. For example, an intrusive impulse may be to sleep, rather than to negate and sublimate, which curtails infinite recursion before it even begins. Or a negational cycle of a bodily rhythm, such as excretion of food, can be used to curtail an affirmational rhythm such as arousal. Thus, intrusive impulses by those higher in priority alter the expression of impulses internally. This occurs due to nonlinear intersections spatially in a parallel path to the linear path of the actor. Nonlinear intersections arise out of a distinct arrow of time for the person producing the phase flip. But we can also see that hierarchical compulsion can occur both within linearity and nonlinearity simultaneously, reflecting a common arrow of time for both. So we see that depending upon where in the hierarchy the inducer is stacked, there may be a common arrow of time as between them and the subject. We can also see that all phase flips are the product of a nonlinear intersection, or a linear intersection, or both. This means that the clockwork, which comprises our bodily rhythms or cycles, is continually refreshed by its connection to the overall macroscale clockwork, which is humanity. That's the end of the podcast for today.